Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes. And allegedly, it's good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And thank you for being here. And thank you for the super thanks. So today I got wind on social media that the pair, allegedly, the news source is saying they're going to put on some tours. Yeah, a tour bus going through Montishitshow, taking a look at the mansion. Yeah, and tours. Imagine that. Total desperado. Yeah, my thought was immediately, which I did tweet, was what's next? Is she going to dance in a open window like a peep show or something? Yeah, it could be just false, but even if it's true, and this does happen, Montishitsshow's not going to put up with this. They're going to shut it down so quick. But let's ask the pendulum. So, is Megan up to putting on tours? Is Megan doing a tour situation of, I'm just going to call it Montishitshow? Is she going to do the tour of the mansion? Is she doing the tour of the Montishitshow mansion? Is she behind this? Is she behind this? Yes, I'm going to ask again. Is Megan behind the tour bus situation? Tours of the home. Yes. Will Montishitshow shut it down? Will Montishitshow shut it down? Yes. Will it go through? Will it go through and happen? Maybe. Will it get shut down quickly? Shut down quickly? Yes. Yes. Matter of weeks, will it be shut down in a matter of weeks? In a matter of weeks, will it be shut down? Yes, yes. Not going to work. Wow, attention is attention is attention is attention. Anything for attention. So she probably knows this right away. It's just another spin, another game. They're mind game people. They get off on the mind game. So yeah, here we go. Mental illness, everybody knows. There is no shared fantasy here. This is a shared fantasy card. This is, you know, maybe her mother helped her put her up to it, thought it was a great idea because it's the mother issue position card. So, yeah, here, the truth is out, you know, and she's thinking that this can free her from the prisoner of her mind. Basically, she traps herself. She's in her own mental prison, and so through mental illness, this feels good. It feels right. It always feels right when she gets a sense of releasing, being caught up in her head because she sabotaged herself with the Eight of Swords. So yeah, you know, this is, she's going to have to surrender the situation too, and she needs to face her fears with the Eight of Swords in reverse. She doesn't like facing her fears, which is she's going to get a divorce, that the fantasy between her and Harry is over. There is no more shared fantasy and being divorced from reality. Reality is smacking her pretty hardcore right now. Doesn't feel too good, so it's just that sense of release. I'm going to do another game. I need to get shared fantasy. If they're going to shut down the shared fantasy of our marriage and everything's over between us, well, I can do something to make me feel good with the Eight of Swords. So basically, you know, she is immobilized by fear, and this just gives her that little respite period. Really. Let's get to the center of the deck. Center of the deck. Yeah, it makes her feel like she's rising up and she's getting public attention with the Queen of Wands. And then up here, and it's slow, stalled social media with the Eight of Wands. She knows she's not being loved out there. Nobody loves her. It's a love bombing in reverse. Love bombing, by the way, is kind of like going to war against somebody. You know, it's literally bombing them. It's like a fake attack. And it's not going to go well. She knows it's going to get shut down with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So no one's going to love it. It will get shut down. It's going to be stalled. She feels overwhelmed. Things are going too slow. And what does she have to do? She's got to bring up the momentum. Any momentum, even if it's stalled momentum and negative PR, is better than nothing. She'll take the hate, even if it's negative. She's okay with that. Just give me the attention. Just give me attention with that Queen of Wands. It's a very bold move. She's very passionate to rise up. She wants to be that boss. She wants to be in control. So it's back to control issues and trying to control a negative spin. So she's on like a smear campaign of herself almost. I think she wants to victimize herself more because she is mentally sick and she's got issues. And she wants to keep the illusions and the fantasy going, and the fantasy's not happening. And that really makes her feel like she's really, you know, she needs something, anything on the outside influences with the Eight of Swords. So that gives her a chance to blame other people, that she is a survivor. I'm just trying to survive, because the Eight of Swords is about being immobilized by fear from the outside influences. And so she's got to control the narrative. This is all about controlling the narrative and keeping people locked up in the fantasy, and that fantasy is really crashing and burning, hardcore crashing and burning. Everybody knows what she does. And nobody's truly her friend in this position with the moon in reverse. There's no question whether or not people are a friend or a foe. People don't like her. It's an 8 in reverse. She cannot regenerate herself. She cannot control the direction, so she does it through negative spins or anything. Even though she knows the hate's going to come at her, what is that going to do for her mental illness? It's going to make her feel like, see, I was right. People are trying to keep me down. People don't like me. People are jealous of me. What will end up happening is she will flip. She will most likely flip into a Queen of Wands in reverse, more than likely, which is angry, erratic, and dramatic. But she likes to act like things are going well. And she's dealing with the consequences of the Two of Swords in reverse. So with the Two of Swords in reverse, she has to cancel projects and trips. So this is her probably being canceled from Invictus. There's a chance, high likelihood they won't let her come. High likelihood that Invictus isn't happy with them. And it's a power struggle. So she's struggling to rise up. She's struggling to be that lioness boss that everybody looks up to with, you know, being popular. She wants to be popular, even if it's for the negative. Negative fuel is more powerful than positive fuel. So she'll take that consequence. She'll take that power struggle. There's no more waiting with the Two of Swords. It's like, I've got to do this crossroad. I got to make a decision now. I've got to get out of my comfort zone. So I'll just do some really negative, something that I know people are going to attack. She can go back to the victimhood. And she's going to birth it. She's going to birth it with the Empress. I will birth new things to make myself look like I'm abundant and building abundance. So it's a way to garner money. Build abundance, money. She's desperate for money. And then over here I have star power. Yeah, come on to my Montishitshow star. I'm a star. You're going to do a tour of my property just like all these other A-listers. Give me attention. It will make me heal. Even if people hate on it and they don't want to come and they're going to talk negative, it just keeps me in the limelight with the star. It gives her future hope, because she has no hope. She's a prisoner in mind, and she's mentally sick. So this is just back to needing fuel. She needs the fuel. I'm lighting the fire and the fuel here. Look at me, shine the light on me, because I have no life path. I have no true life path. I'm not dependable. She knows it's not dependable. She knows it's not part of her life path. She knows people are not going to be interested. There's no dedication there. She knows it's not going to build her up. Building a foundation in reverse with Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there is no building up. She has no solid prospects. So what is she going to do? I'm just going to remind everyone who I am, that I'm the Duchess of Sussex. Next up, maybe she will be in that window pane, undressing herself like a peep show, possibly. I don't know. She just likes attention anyway. She just could go down that road. Here we go. So she's thinking, this is still the right move for me. I'm just going to wait for the results. I birthed this. I'm going to wait for results. And I know they're going to put it to a stop with the Devil in reverse. They're going to say, nope, you can't do this. They're going to break it. It's going to be broken. There's also the divorce, the breakup. He's freed himself from her. So, well, watch what I can do. I can still do what I want. I can do whatever maneuvers I want, and I'll just wait to see how the reaction is, because she puts something out, she waits for the results, and then she does her next move. It's very much like a chess game. So, yes, and they will break it up. Montishitshow will break it up and free her from it, and then she gets to call the lawyers with the King of Swords. Well, I'll call my lawyer. We'll see what they have to say. A very emotional decision. Head up in the clouds. Come see my castle in the sky, which she didn't truly probably own. We know that Which channel was that again? Sorry. You know which one. She did a research on it. That paperwork, it doesn't even, they don't even own it. So this must be, probably could be partnering up with the actual homeowner, with whoever's trustee, whoever has it. She's going to say, well, we'll see about that. So she really has her head up in the clouds, and the King of Swords is a lawyer card. So she's going to try to claim that she's the truth. She has a strong regard for the truth. I'm just going to lawyer up. We'll see about what cup they choose, if they choose me or if they choose you. So it gives her a chance to have another lawyer step on board and play victim. And really, she is the snake in the grass. She wants to get what she can and get out. That is the Thief card. So she just wants to steal a little money at your expense or my expense. There's really nothing to see. She doesn't own it. She doesn't put the effort in with Seven of Swords. They don't put in any effort. They just want gains. Let's see what I can take. And I'll make it look like I'm still part of the royal family with the royal head crest here with the strength. And it controls her inner demons. Stealing money, taking from others for her benefit without putting any effort is a sense of strength for her. That's what gives her inner peace, as well as giving her the attention like she's a star. Come look at my mansion. So yeah, she thinks that's the right move, is to steal. And she is going to try and blaze her path through depression and loss. Loss of Harry, loss of supply, loss with relations, total relationship issues, fence sitting on the side, going through the stages of grief. Oh, I'm so wounded. This is why I'm seeing a therapist. I'm so desperate for cash. Look what I have to do. It's going to be part of the divorce spin. You know, I'm so desperate. He gave me no choice. While he's doing his thing, I'm stuck having to try and survive. Back to the victimology of the family doesn't take care of me. Hoping for empathy from other people, the King of Cups. It's an empathy ploy. It is a damsel in distress move, and she feels nothing about it. I'm not loved. Nobody loves me. A lot of broken interest with the Ace of Cups in reverse. She truly has no focus. She is basically emotionally shut down. Everything's platonic anyways, but she pretends and she plays the empathy card. She's playing on the public's empathy through this social media, that she's so strapped financially. This is what she has to go down to. Yeah, see, nobody loves me. I can't birth anything. There's no hope. Also, where's the children, Megan? Ace of Cups in reverse. There's no children. Where's the children? Unrequited love with the King of Cups in reverse. So with that unrequited love, she feels like she's at a rock bottom. Oh, he doesn't love me anymore. We're not together anymore. It was a platonic love. Look what happened. This ending never went down as I assumed. But the problem is she never did love him. It was just a greedy cup that she chose with the Seven of Cups. She chose a greedy cup. There are good cups and bad cups. She's the bad cup. She chose not for love, but for other means. It was always unrequited love. It was never anything more. She always intended on taking it down and crashing it down and rock bottoming it and backstabbing Harry. It was never for love. It was always platonic. And she is depressed. Antisocials do get depressed. In fact, it's a very strong emotion that they feel quite frequently. Unable to feel really true joy is another antisocial trait. They are walking dark clouds. And she can never improve herself with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She can never get rid of that dark cloud. That dark cloud is her, but she's going to blame shift that it's everyone else, play victim, play damsel in distress, and really my devil energy that takes myself down, I'm just going to blame shift it onto other people so I can rise up through feeling like I'm dealing with too many consequences here, and I'm really just an abundant, nurturing, loving individual who's really just trying to blaze my own path and defend my thought process over the fact that I did carry these invisible children. And it just gives me a source of strength to do, it's a game, and it fuels her. It's like an ego balloon fill. It's like filling up the helium in her ego balloon temporarily. It's a very temporary measure, but she can never feel the joy from what she puts out there. There never is, because it's never enough. She's very much that Four of Cups, disassociated detachment of the narcissist brain. She can never improve. It will never happen. I saw this on social media. It was on Quora. Someone mentioned about love and light and loving a narcissist back to wellness. If I just nurture them enough and I show them so much empathy and love, won't that heal the inner child? No, it won't heal the inner child, and that person's a complete, utter moron idiot. It will never heal. You can never show enough empathy to a narcissist, antisocial, sociopath. It will never work. All it will do, you try to help them, will break you, guaranteed. They will make you think they're healing. They will go to therapy, pretend they are trying and that they are healing. Another con job. It's not possible because it's so hardwired. They lost touch with their inner child. It was dumped and discarded at a very young age, before the age of 8. It is hardwired. You cannot change that hard wiring. They can never improve. They can never lift the dark cloud that they are. They cannot feel total joy. They feel nothing but envy and hatred and ruthlessness, and vengeance is very strong in them. They can never change that. And that's why they have to cast a dark cloud on anyone's life that is working for them. She sees Harry a little bit happier when he's not in her presence. And he's in reverse now. He's not showing her love anymore. So that doesn't work for her, and it casts such a dark cloud. She feels like she's just got harried. Harry, Harry the clown, clown markled her. So this doesn't work for her. So she's got to put out that fake spin, knowing full well it's just stealing, and they're going to shut it down. They're going to shut it down. So this gives her a source of strength. She feels that devil side, that dark devil side, is her strength. That is her superpower. By putting people, trying to trap them back into her mental prison and get the entanglement, even though she knows it's going to be short-lived, she's okay with that. She's okay with that. It's always worked for her, knowing that it'll never work. It's just attention. So this goes to show the dark pathology. And then she can lawyer up. She can lawyer up and say, well, we'll see about the lawyers. Like I said, I can lawyer up and see what they choose. I'll lawyer up. I'm apathetic, indifferent. She truly doesn't care, but she's going to pretend she cares, because Four of Cups doesn't care. Total indifference to legal matters. She does not care what's legally correct, because the justice upright is getting what you deserve. That is fairness. That is consequences of behavior. So what she will do is, she really doesn't care. She will call her lawyers. Let's see what they have to say. She likes the chaos, the drama. It fuels her because she's so dark. She's got to keep creating it. There is no love. There is no connection. Total apathy, indifference, total disconnection, total psychosis, total derealization, depersonalization. Nobody's good enough. Nothing's good enough. Nobody will ever be good enough. She can never birth love for anybody or anything. She cannot birth love, period. The world, everyone, is apathetic and indifferent towards her. So she has to put out these spins. It's the only way to fuel her ego. And she knows at some point she's going to have to take a step back with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Take a step back from getting the limelight, getting this accomplishment, which will be very brief. It will not last. So it's going to be probably 1 or 2 visits, and then boom, that thing's getting shut down. And then she doesn't care. Her conscience is not bothering her with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Upright, that's a bothered conscience. That's negative spiral of emotions, crying, weeping over past actions taken, thinking, my God, I'm a bad omen. But here, it's deeply embedded in her subconscious mind with the Nine of Swords in reverse. For attention is attention is attention is attention. And she knows she always has to take a step back because it doesn't go well, because we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. She gets hate bombed. She doesn't get love bombed. She gets hate bombed. So, it doesn't really bother her. We think that she is like, she does suffer. She does have depression. She can't feel the joy. She is fueled by envy, hatred, and all negative emotions. But she really, truly would like to heal, but they never can. They know that they have this problem, and they're always attempting through social media and attention, hoping to get love bombed. It's a very brief respite period in her misery and her suffering, her narc suffering, her histrionic suffering, her sociopathic mind can never truly be fixed. It's just a flash in the pan feeling, like oil hitting a frying pan. That's about as much pleasure as she gets. Just when that oil heats up, it goes psh. That's a quick, ooh, that felt good, but it dissipates very quickly. It doesn't last. That's why the brief enjoyment doesn't hold out. And she has to take a step back because it's not going to last. And she relapses, but her conscience still isn't bothering her because it's so deeply embedded, she's not even self-aware of it. So this is what H.G. Tudor talks about. There's a lack of self-awareness about the condition of her need for attention. So it's just more attention is attention is attention is attention. So yeah, no surprise, no surprise. Let's get another one. Yeah, she's trying to build some money. She wants to get that money tree going, and she's hoping that it'll be worth it, at least briefly, that people that do like her will want to see it, and that will add to her resources of the Seven of Pentacles. That will add to her money tree because she's looking at all her resources: people, money, homes, cars, handbags, clothing. She's looking at everything she owns and hoping to cling and keep it with the Two of Cups. She's hoping she can keep whatever was acquired in the early stage of the relationship and the connection with Harry. And she wants more. And so that's why she's doing it. Yes. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, like and subscribe. And let's just hope to God she doesn't dance in the window next time. I mean, next thing you know, who knows? Maybe she'll go back to yachting. She's a little old for that. She could be the madame. She could be the house mom. The house mom madame on the yacht. That's what she could do. And then she could take from everybody, but that's probably giving her ideas. All right, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe.